हेलो बच्चों, कैसे हो आप सब? आई होप you must have enjoyed your holidays, right? Now I will explain you what is decimal number. First I will introduce you decimal numbers. Introducing decimal numbers. Okay. So these are some of the contents which we are going to study in this presentation. The first is what is the concept of decimals, place value chart of decimal part and whole number part, convert fractions to decimal, expanded form of a decimal, ordering of a decimals, unlike and unlike decimal, addition and subtraction of decimals. Okay. Now, first let us discuss the very basic thing. I hope you have studied this ones, tens and hundreds thing, all these things in the first standard only, right? And now you are in fourth standard, so I know you will answer me confidently. Now, my question is, can we arrange 4 in a place value chart? Yes, tell me. Can you see my screen here? Yes? Can you see my screen? Yes, can you see my screen? My question is, can we arrange 4 in place value chart? Yes, we can arrange the 4 in place value chart and in the different position of ones, tens and hundreds. Okay, so only 4 will be in the ones position, right? Tens and hundreds position will be 0. You can see here the 4 is on ones position. Okay, now what happens when 4 is multiplied by 10? What you will get here? 40. Yes, you will get 40 because 4 tens are 40. So 40 will be on which position? Tens position, right? Okay, now what will happen when 40 is divided by 10? Again 4 will be there and again it will switch to this ones position, right? It will switch to this ones position. Okay, so what is the conclusion here? See, if we multiply any number, we have taken example here 4, but if we multiply any number by 10, so it will jump one column left. See here, we have multiplied and it jumped from ones to tens. Okay, now if we divide any number by 10, it will jump one column right. It was here on tens position, and when we did the division, it switched from tens to ones again. Okay, so is this thing clear to you? It is just a basic law for understanding the decimal. Okay, now I will explain you how it will work. Okay, now see, if any number is suppose 100 is there and if it is divided by 10, so what you will get? 100 divided by 10, obviously you will get tens, so it will switch to tens position. Okay, now suppose here 100 divided by 10, it will be equals to 10, so it will switch to tens position, right? Similarly here 10 divided by 10, again what will come? 1 will come. Now what will happen when we divide 1 divided by 10? What will happen? It will make a decimal and it will switch to this position after point, that is 1 upon 10, and it is known as tenths position. Here it is tenths position and it is hundredths position. Here it is hundreds. Here it is hundredths position. Okay, please note the difference. It is tens, it is tenths position. It is hundreds, it is hundredths position. Okay, and these positions are after the decimal point. The decimal point is here. Okay, now next thing, what happens when we divide 4 by 10? Again the same question what we have already seen. It shifted from left to right and right to left, and everything was done. Now see here how it works in the case of decimal. Okay, it will jump one column right. We have already discussed this thing. Okay, now but there is no place to the right, है ना. अब यहाँ तो कोई प्लेस है ही नहीं राइट में, फिर क्या होगा. लेट्स ऐड वन मोर कॉलम टू राइट. ओके, see here one column is added, that is 10th position is added in the right. So if we divide again by 10, it will be the 10th position. Added new column is called tens in the place value chart, or it is 4 upon 10 or 0.4. How we will read it? How we will read? Read as 0.4 or decimal 4 or 0.4. This point can be read as decimal or 0.4 or 4.4. Okay. Since 4 by 10 is a fraction with a value less than 1, so we separate 4 by 10 by a point called the decimal point. What is this known as? Decimal point. Okay, fine. So now suppose we have taken the examples, how to read the fraction and how to read the decimal. See, the first is 3 by 10. It is a fraction. Yes. So how you will read this fraction? It will be read as 3/10, right? And here this decimal 0.3. How this 0.3 will be read? It will be 0.3. You can see here, right? Now 5 and 3 upon 10. 3/10. Okay. How you will read this fraction? 5 and 3/10. But how you will read the decimal? It's 5.3. Okay. And 16 and 9 upon 10 or 9/10 is 16.9. This is how you should read the decimal. Okay. So what will happen when it is divided by 100? We have already seen when it is divided by 10, it comes immediately after the point, after the decimal point, right? So now what will happen if it is divided by 100? See here, now we have taken the example 7. This 7 we are dividing by 100. So how it is converting? We will add 1 0 before 7. In the previous one we were writing directly 0.7. Now we will write 0.07. Why? Because 1 0 is added in the bottom. So you have to add 1 0 before 7, not after 7. Keep in mind, note it or write it that you have to keep that 0 before 7, not after 7. Okay. And what will happen when it is divided by 1000? What will happen? We will put 2 zeros in before 7. And this goes on for lakhs and for everything. For as you increase the numbers, in the number of zeros before the number will get increase. Okay. Now, how you will write this? 25 6/10. Okay. This 25 is the whole number, right? So where it will come? In the tens and the ones column. See, it is like a place value chart. Okay, whenever there is a question to you in the exam that you have to make the place value chart and mention the decimal over there, how you will make it? See, this 25 here, this 25 here is the whole number. So it is presented as 2 and 5 in the place value chart. And now decimal point is there, and in the tens, hundreds and thousands column it is mentioned. See here, 1 times 6 is there, so it is in the tens. Here 6 upon 100, I told you 2, so you have to put 1 0 before the number. So we have kept 0 here. See this 0 here. And it is 1000. So we will keep 2 zeros here. Fine. Understood? Is it clear now? Now, how you will read this? 0 upon 100 is 0.06. Never read the number whole like 25, 24. After the decimal point, the number should read as 25, 24, 20. Okay. Suppose here it is 29 upon 100. It is 0.29. You can't read it 29. Note here, you can't read it 29. You have to read it 0.29 only. Okay. Keep in mind you have to read it as 0.29. Now in the third one it is 0.035. So you can't read as 35. You have to read it as 0.035. Next is 6.17. So you can't read it as 17. 6.17 is the wrong way. You have to read 6.17. Okay. Now, decimal part and the whole number part. What is decimal part and what is whole number part? See, there is a number 85.036. The number before the decimal point is the whole number part, and the number after the decimal point is the decimal part. Okay, and these two parts are separated by a dot, and the dot is known as decimal point. Okay. Now, how you will express this whole number part and the decimal part in the form of blocks. See here, whole number part and decimal part is, now this whole number part and the decimal part. The blocks before the decimal point is the whole number part. We can express it as 17 whole blocks are there, right? You can see here whole the blocks are there. But what in case of decimal point? It is, see this 4 will be 4 upon 10 and 8 will be 8 of hundreds part, right? 8 hundreds and 4 tens. So out of 10 you have to select only the 4 one. So here see, you can see this, it is separated by line and the 4 parts are shaded. Here in the small blocks of this purple, 8 blocks are shaded out of 100 blocks. Okay. So it is actually the decimal part. It is a very small part. Fine. Now, it is the exercise 1 of your notebook, splash book, and you have to write this thing in your notebook. First question is write in words. The first one is 2.1. How you will write it? See, I will show you. In the same way you have to write in your notebook. 2.1, it will be written in words as like you can see here. It is 2.1. Okay. Now second is 0.4. Third is 2.79. Fourth is 16.671. And in figures, question number B, you have to write in figures. 2.08. Third one is 55.49. Okay. Now in the question number C, what you have to do? You have to make the place value chart. Just now I explained you the same thing, that hundreds, tens, ones, tenths, hundreds and thousands. Okay. The first is 3.75. So you can write this 3 in the ones place and 75 in the tenths and the hundreds place. Similarly, 29.306, 0.67 and 43.529. So you can pause the video here and complete this exercise in your notebook and the splash book. Okay. And question number D of exercise 1 is write place value of each digit. So first is 23.065. So how you will write? You have to first make this table, write the numbers there and write there in the number 23.065 the place value of 2 is 2 tenths or 20, 3 ones or 3, 0 is 0 tenth or 0.0, 66 is a 6 hundredths or 0.06 and 5 is 0.005. Okay, the same way you have to write in exam, the same way you have to complete your notebooks. Fine. Now the next thing, how to convert the fractions to the decimal. Okay, what is the step first? You have to see the denominator. It is 0, it is 100 and the number of zeros is 2. Right? It is 100 and the number of zeros is 2. So what will you will do in such case? In the step 2, in numerator count 2 digits from the right and move towards left. Then put a point there. Suppose 58 is the number and in the denominator what is there? 100, right? What is there in the denominator? 100 is there in the denominator. So we will count this 8 first digit, 5 second digit and we will put a point here. So it will become 0.58. Okay. In the same way 367 upon 1000 will be 0.367. Okay. So we will solve the exercise based on this, that is fractions as decimal. Exercise 2, question number A. In that first question, 7 by 10. How it will be expressed as? It will be expressed as 0.7. Similarly, B question, 0.5. It will be expressed as 5 by 10. 7.69, it will be 769 by 100. Now, C question, write two equivalent decimals for the following. 0.2 will be equals to 0.20, 0.200. Okay. Here, you can see here decimal as fraction and two equivalent decimal. I already explained you this thing. Whenever you put 0 after any number, it will be of no value. You can see here, I kept 0 here after the number. Here also, it will be of the same value as equals to 0.2. The value of 0 will not change if you add any number, any number of zeros after the number. Okay. Therefore, it is the equivalent decimal. Okay. You can finish your exercise in the notebook here. Pause the video and write the questions and the answers of this exercise. Now, what is the expanded form of a decimal? How you can convert the decimal into the expanded form? How you can express it? The first is, I have taken an example, that is 85.937. So, how you will express this number as in the expanded form? Okay. First is 85. It is a whole number. So, it will be in the tens place and the ones place. We have already discussed this thing. And 8 tenths will be 80, 5 ones will be 5. Now, what will happen to this 937? We know it is on the 9th place, 10th place, 100th place and 1000th place, right? So, we will write them as 8 tenths plus 5 ones plus 9 tenths plus 300 plus 7 thousandths. Okay? And you have to express them as in the fraction also and in the whole also. It is the expanded form of a decimal. Okay. It is the similar examples you can prefer for your further exercises. Now it is the exercise 3 of your splash book, page number 82. Question number A. What is the expanded form of 11.69? So 11.69 is 1 tens plus 1 ones plus 6 tens plus 9 hundredths, right? So you will write 10 plus 1 plus 6 upon 10 plus 9 upon 10, and in the decimal it will be expressed as like this. Okay, fine. Okay. Now what is single decimal? Wait. Now what is single decimal? See here, whenever there is a number 0.7 plus 0.03, it is the expanded form. When you combine these two numbers and make them together and express in a single number, single decimal, it is known as single decimals. For example, 0.7 and 0.03. How you will write 7? It will be 7 by 10 and it will be 3 by 100, right? So how you will write 7 tenths and 3 hundredths, and how you will write them together? 0.73, right? So it is known as, wait, it is known as single decimal. Okay, fine. Here it is the completely solved exercise, and you can prefer it for completing your notebooks and cross checking your answers. Okay, now the next thing, like and unlike decimal. What is like and what is unlike decimal? Decimal numbers which have same number of decimal places are called like decimals, and unlike decimals are which have different number of decimal places are called unlike decimals. For example, you can see here, example first is 0.8, 2.5, 13.6, all are single numbers, no, after the decimal. So they are like decimals. And here it is one number 1.9, here 0.65, here 5.523. So they are 1, 2, 3. So they are unlike decimals. Okay, understood this thing? Now how to convert the unlike decimal into like decimal? Okay, you can add the number of zeros after the number, like in this way it will get unlike decimals will be converted into unlike decimals will be converted into like decimals. Okay, fine. And this thing is also not in your syllabus, converting of like and unlike, so don't worry about this thing. Now what is the ordering of decimal numbers? The first we compare the whole number part. Okay, the part is 56.8 and 9.52. So 56 is greater or 9 is greater? See here, 56 and 9 are the whole number part. So which one is greater? Obviously 56 is greater, right? So now what will happen? We will compare the digit in the first whole number, then the tenths place. Now here the tenths place is 8 is greater, right? Now what will happen? We will compare the digits in the hundredths place. Now here 5 is greater, right? Now lastly we have to compare the digits in the thousands place. That is, here it is 3 and here it is 9. So 9 wala digit is greater. Okay. Now exercise 4, page number 83 of Splash Book. See this comparison of decimal is there in your exercise. You have to solve in the same way. See here, first one 0.25 and 0.38. So what we will compare here? First we will compare the tenths class part, okay, then the hundredths part. Fine. Now how you will arrange them in the ascending order? First check the whole number, then the decimal part. Okay, first arrange the numbers according to the whole part, and after that compare the decimal part. Okay, so here 8.22 is greater than 3. So first 8 will be the greatest, 3 will be the second one, third will be 2. Now here 3 numbers are from 2 to 2 whole part. So now compare here the decimal part, that is 8, 3 and 2. So the answer will be 2.28 is less than 2.33, is less than 2.82, is less than 3.22, and it is less than 8.22. Okay. The same way you have to arrange for the descending order also. Okay. Now addition of decimals. How you will add the decimal? Here also you have to first line up the decimal points, then track on the zeros in the decimal point. If there is no zero, if the decimal numbers are unlike decimals, so make them like by adding zero here like this. Okay, so the value will not change. Now you can simply add them. Okay, see here, 5 plus 0 is 5, 7 plus 5 is 12. Now it will be 12, so we will carry on 1 here. Okay, so it will be 5 plus 3 is 8 plus 1 9, and 1 will be as it is, it will be 19.25. Fine. Similarly, you can solve the exercise 5. I have given you the answers, you can check them. Okay. Now how to arrange the number, how to make the subtraction of decimals. The subtraction of decimals is like the previous addition, only here the main part is you have to subtract. If it is not lined up, make the line up, add the 0 and subtract normally. Okay, 5 will be as it is, 7 minus 5 will be 2. Okay, this 3 will not be subtracted from 5 because it is smaller. So we will make it 13. 13 minus 5 is 8, and this one will be 0. So it will be 8.25. Okay. Now it is exercise 6 based on the subtraction of the decimal, and you can solve it and complete your classwork copy under splash book. Okay, and it is the difference using the expanded form. You can solve in this way. Just simply you have to subtract it and write the expanded form of the numbers given. Fine. So applications of decimal, how decimals are useful in our daily life in the money matters. Okay, you can see here, if you have to give money to somebody and it is costing you 21.5 rupees, so how you will give them? You have to add 20 rupees note plus 1 rupee coin plus 0.50 rupees paisa. It is not rupees, it is paisa, it is a coin. Okay, and in the form of weight, capacity for the measurement. Okay, for that also decimals are useful. So we have studied the decimal system of the numeration, multiplication, converting the fractions in the decimal, and like decimals, unlike decimals. Okay. Now it is just a chart to understand the decimal. In one chart you can understand the whole chapter summary. And thank you so much for listening me and understanding me. Thank you so much. All the best. Bye.